Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Today I'm making some cinnamon bread. I just started by gathering all of my ingredients, and we're going to start with our dry ingredients. We're going to do 2 cups of self-rising flour, and you can also use all-purpose flour, but you will need to add a teaspoon of baking soda and a teaspoon of baking powder. And then a pinch of salt, some allspice, adds a really great flavor to the dough. And then you just whisk this up to make sure everything's nice and even. I was still waiting on the butter to get nice and soft, so I went ahead and mixed up the brown sugar and cinnamon mixture that's going to be inside the layers and on top of the bread. It's about 3 tablespoons of brown sugar and a tablespoon of cinnamon just mixed together. Next, I'm going to start working on the wet ingredients, which is going to be 1 cup of sugar, a splash of vanilla, the stick of softened or melted butter, 2 eggs, and a cup and a half of milk. Before adding the milk, you will want to beat together the butter, sugar, and vanilla just to get it nice and creamy. And then you can add in the 2 eggs. And lastly, you will add in your milk. This will just make sure things don't splash around everywhere, and it'll give the eggs, the butter, and the sugar a nice chance to get creamed together evenly before pouring in the milk. You'll just want to beat this on medium speed until everything is nice and combined. Once everything is combined, you can add the wet ingredients to the dry ingredients. Then I just use a rubber spatula to fold everything in together. And you don't want to overmix this because it will produce a tough bread, but you're just going to make sure everything is moistened. It's going to be slightly thicker than pancake batter, but more liquid than a cookie dough. It's going to be able to pour off your spatula just like this. If you need to add more milk so that it's more liquidy, that's totally fine. And if it's too liquidy, just add a little more flour. So you'll start by pouring in half the batter, sprinkling on some of your brown sugar cinnamon mixture, and then the remainder of the batter. Smooth it out on top, and then add the rest of the cinnamon and brown sugar. Next, you're going to take a toothpick and swirl everything. It should create a little swirl in the center of your bread. Once you cut it open, you'll be able to see it. After you finish swirling, you are ready to bake. I baked mine for 40 minutes at 350 degrees. This is what it looks like when it came out of the oven. When you use the parchment paper like this, you can lift the bread out super easily, no sticking. Then you will let it cool until it's room temperature, and then you can slice it. Top with softened butter, and you're ready to eat. This is great for breakfast, served with bacon and eggs, or as a dessert with some coffee. Let me know if you try it. Thanks for watching.